Barnes Funeral Home, Lay's Archery and Guns, and Simple Simon's Pizza.
Red Raven Basketball is a partnership between US 98 and Coffeyville Community College and an exclusive production of KUSN Radio Sports.
And good evening from J. Herkelman Court at Nellis Hall. I'm Sam Speck on 98.1 KUSN as we inch closer to basketball here on your home for Red Raven Athletics. Again, we'd like to take this time to thank our great list of sponsors for making all of Red Raven broadcasts a possibility this year. Of course, Coffeyville Community College, big shout out to them as we are in partnership with Coffeyville Community College TV, CCC TV. You can catch that link on our website at kggfradio.com. Underneath the sports tab, you'll find CCC TV. Catch a live link and you'll get a video access of tonight's game. We'd also like to thank Skillum's Retail Liquor, Lay's Archery and Gun, Community State Banks, and Simple Simon's Pizza, as well as the David W. Barnes Funeral Home, Windsor Place Nursing, Acme Foundry, Four State Maintenance, and Sleep Inn and Suites. A big shout out to all of our sponsors making tonight's game a possibility. Again, I'm Sam Speck. Back to the studios here in Coffeyville. Sam Reed on the board tonight, making sure we sound just fine. Got about 13 minutes or so till we head to tip-off tonight. Not a huge challenge on the floor tonight, but definitely a team that can shoot the basketball. Jake Meyer coming in as the first season head coach for the Ottawa College Braves. As again, we are playing the JV team tonight, the Gold Junior Varsity team. Again, coming in just at 1-6, haven't won too many games. They're coming off their first win of the year at Southwestern College last week. But they're averaging up over 80 points per game, which is right at where Coffeyville is. Coffeyville's right at 80.9. So this is not a team that can shy away from shooting the basketball, and they can knock it down. Coffeyville, on the other hand, back on Friday and on Saturday, they played on the Cali College Classic. On Friday, they really struggled to shoot the basketball. I was kind of concerned heading into Saturday, and they flipped the script. It was a completely different ball club out there, shooting above 40% from the floor, around 30% from the three-point line, and up over 75% from the free throw line. That is impressive numbers. That right there is a championship-winning team if they can keep those numbers up all through the year. But Friday, again, they just happen to miss those shots. And tonight, this is not a team that you need to miss those shots against. Back against Baker, Heston, McPherson, all scoring up over 85 points. And even in a loss, they lost to Park University 110-100. So this team from Ottawa can shoot the basketball. They're not shying away from scoring it. But what they struggle with is finishing the basketball game. Again, they are 1-6 on the year. They started their year at 0-6, just really struggling to kind of finish those ball games. Again, losing to Washburn University 91-88 in overtime. That 110-100 loss was heartbreaking. And then finally getting their first win on the year last week against Southwestern College. They got that one 82-77. Again, we'll kind of recap the last couple of games that Coffeyville had played in. They played Clarendon College back on Friday. That was the game I had mentioned. They just struggled to shoot the basketball. They played great physical defense. They kept them in the ball game really all throughout. And again, they had control of the game, but Clarendon outshot them and even outscored them in the second half, 42-39. Though Coffeyville again had that separation. They were able to get that win, 74-67. Just kind of scraped it away from the Bulldogs at Clarendon. I was concerned about their shooting, but then again, into the next game against Missouri State University West Plains, oh man, it was a completely different game. 95-68 was your final score there. Tevin Brewer put up a big 8 points, 20 points for Casey Benton, and Marvin Johnson at 12 points. He is your leading scorer on the year as we look at their average throughout these first 7 games. Marvin Johnson, I mentioned, their leading scorer, just shy of 16 points per game. He's a big number to look out for tonight at 15.6 points per game. Casey Benton, another return man at 10 points. A sophomore, Tevin Brewer, I'm sure he'll be back in the starting 5. He will definitely be a number that we mention a lot of times tonight. He's at 9.1 points per game, but he's shooting very, very good from the floor, as well as up over 95% from the free throw line. A couple of freshmen tonight that you got to keep your eye on. Keon Queen, certainly one that we've been keeping an eye on for the last couple of weeks. He's just under 6 points per game. Really struggled over the weekend against Cali, but again, he is going to have to be a number to step up, as well as Mikkel Murray. Murray stepped up big in these last 2 games in the Cali Classic. He kind of came out of nowhere and just jumped on everybody. He's averaging about 8 points per game, so you got to love the fact that Coffeyville's kind of spreading out the basketball and scoring on angles. Again, they've won 2 in a row off of coming that heartbreaking loss to Northeastern Oklahoma A&M College. Again, one of those games where they just struggled against the 2-3 zone. They struggled to knock down open shots, and inevitably they lost on a last-second shot, 58-55. That was a couple weekends ago. They've got an easy one today, though. Again, on paper, these two teams kind of look similar in terms of scoring the basketball. But Ottawa JV, they really aren't the caliber of CCC. You know, I'm not going to discredit them at all. They know how to shoot the basketball, but the CCC team looks like they're poised to win another one tonight. Looks like they might win big is my prediction. But again, you cannot discredit this Ottawa team. If they come out CCC flat-footed, they can't shoot the basketball. This Braves team might be able to put a spot up on them. You never know. They're very young. They're very small as well. They don't have a whole lot of size in comparison of CCC. Several 6'8" players, 6'7", 6'6", whatever it may be. So not a whole lot of size for OU. The Braves, again, they can come out, they can shoot the basketball, but if they're off shooting and Coffeyville happens to be on tonight, it could be a blowout. Coffeyville certainly kind of in a preparation mode. You don't want to get distracted with this game and then end up getting beaten here at home to Ottawa JV. The next week, next Wednesday, they wrap up the month of November with a top 25 matchup against Hutchinson Community College. We've hosted a top 25 matchup here at J. Herkelman Court at Nellis Hall earlier in this month. Really wasn't the competition that we were looking for, though next week I am almost sure of it. The Blue Dragons of Hutchinson will come in here and put on the toughest challenge that we've seen all year long. Again, that is next Wednesday. So they need to kind of prepare themselves for that. They need to get poised. They also need to take a very good Thanksgiving break, go see family, take some time off with that, and they come back next week. So tonight we are focused on the Ottawa JV Braves. We'll have that game coming up for you here in about 8-9 minutes or so. Take a quick 3-minute break. When we come back, we'll give you the keys to the ball game for CCC. Again, tonight, if they hit their baskets, they play their play. I don't think a whole lot of teams are going to beat them in general on the schedule, but Ottawa JV doesn't seem to be too tough of a test tonight if they can just play regular Red Raven basketball. Again, take a brief 3-minute break. When we come back, we'll break down the game. Take another break during the anthem, and then we will have CCC basketball ready for you here on 98.1 KUSN. Again, 3-minute break back here with more of the pregame show on KUSN.
Helping you move forward. That's what Coffeyville Community College does. Whether you want to increase your ability to advance at work, learning to earn a 2-year, or just want to expand your horizons, Coffeyville Community College can help. And CCC is flexible, offering a traditional college setting. Fast 8-week classes or even online classes. CCC can meet your needs your way. Call CCC at 620-251-7700 or visit them online at coffeyville.edu. We are Coffeyville Community College.
A celebration is in order every time CCC comes to play, and you can trust Gillum Liquor to back it up with an endless cooler filled with your favorite pick of ice-cold beer, or choose something from the vast wine selection to help you relax and wind down after an exhilarating CCC game. Whatever your pleasure, Gillum Liquor is always in for the win. Gillum Liquor, 1713 West 8th Street in Coffeyville.
Ho, 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 it's Alamosa Amy here, letting everyone know Lay's Archery and Guns is having a closeout sale. Closeout sale on all 2017 bows with 25% off through November. Hurry before they're gone. Lay's Archery and Guns also has a great selection on case brand knives. Case knives make the perfect stocking stuffer for any stocking you have to stuff. Don't forget, Lay's Archery and Guns will be closed Thanksgiving Day through Sunday, and we will be open again Monday. Christmas shop in the country at Lay's Archery and Guns, west of Coffeyville on County Road 1250. Lay's Archery and Guns wishes you happy holidays.
Oh, no.
What's wrong?
I'm trying to take care of my banking and the internet's down.
So what's the problem? Just give Dana a call at Community State Bank and she'll take care of it in person.
I don't bank at Community State Bank. It's an online bank. My bank's not just down the street. It's in, well, I'm not really sure where it's at.
Wow, I wouldn't bank anywhere but Community State Bank. They have great online and mobile banking services, so I still do most of my banking online. But when I need it, it's sure great to talk to somebody I know face-to-face.
Hi, this is Dana from Community State Bank. We offer all the convenience along with the services you want and need, and even throw in a friendly face to help you personally when you need it. Community State Bank, Coffeyville's only locally owned and operated bank.
Welcome back in here to the pregame show as we find ourselves on J. Herkelman Court at Nellis Hall. Red Ravens again with a home game. They have started this 2018 season with a handful of them. Starting their year off as fourth straight against Fort Scott, Bethany JV, NEO, and Indian Hills. That started off the 4 games. And then they played NEO on the road. And, of course, those 2 neutral side games against Clarendon and West Plains, Missouri State West Plains. And then tonight against Ottawa, wrapping up the month of November again next week against Hutchinson. So let's focus on tonight's game. Keys for CCC. Well, it's easy. If they can shoot as well as they did against Missouri State West Plains in their previous game against shooting 34 of 67, that is 50% from the field, 47% from the three-point line at 8 of 17, and 76% from the free throw line, 19 of 25. If they can knock down that many shots, there really isn't any team within the nation that can knock them down all through the year. So if they knock down those open shots, really that's key number one. Key number two is avoiding foul trouble. My goodness, did they just get into all sorts of foul trouble, including 27 as a team last game against Missouri State West Plains. I'm not sure what the deal was. Keon Queen found himself with a handful of them. He had 3. Manny Crump fouled out with 5. Jackson Miller had 4. And a handful other had 3 and 4 as well. Marvin Johnson was one to foul out with 5 fouls. So again, you got to keep those foul numbers to a limited. You can't give that many free points to a team, especially a team last game throughout the entire game. 19 times is what they spent at the free throw line. So if you put a team at the free throw line 19 times, 40 times throughout the entire game, that's going to be a big difference maker. No doubt about 20 in each half. So 40 times at the free throw line is what they sent the other team to the free throw line, and they knocked down a good majority of them. 70% of those free throws were knocked down. If the team were to knock down 85, 90% of those, it could really drastically shift the momentum of the game, no doubt about it. Again, Coffeyville was fortunate. They put up 50 and then 45 on the Grizzlies of Missouri State West Plains. So if they can shoot as well as they did last game, there's really, again, no team in the country that can beat them right now as they look unstoppable. They look to climb through the Jayhawk Conference. Once again, defending Jayhawk Conference title champions as well as in the Region 6. And then they unfortunately got beat out in the first round of the national tournament last year. Hopefully making a little bit deeper run in the national tournament this year. That is speaking in long terms. Again, we got a lot of season to get up to until then. Again, tonight we've just got this one. We'll look at Coffeyville a little bit more in terms of numbers. We had mentioned they average about 80, 81 points per game. Shooting on the year, 46% from the floor. Just shy of 40% from three-point line. And as a team, this improved over the weekend. They weren't shooting very well up until this weekend. 65% from the free throw line. That number has to get better, especially when you got guys like Manny Crump, Keon Queen, Mikkel Murray, Anthony Webster, guys that are up over 6'5", and then can't go down and, draw the fouls and get to the free throw line. So you've got to increase that, no doubt about. 40 rebounds per game, 15 assists per game. So that's the CCC Red Ravens as well as the keys to the game. We'll take a quick break, 2-minute break, and we come back. We'll have basketball here on 98.1.
Keep it simple with great food at great prices. That's what you'll find at Simple Simon's Pizza in Coffeyville. Oh, yes, you'll find great pizza and a whole lot more, like calzones, wings, breadsticks, and sandwiches. Stop in today for a Coffeyville favorite, the Simple Simon's Lunch Buffet. Simple Simon's makes it easy for you to dine in, carry out, or delivery. Simple Simon's Pizza, 807 West 11th in Coffeyville. Simple Simon's, simply delicious.
When it comes to a time of loss, more folks around here trust and rely on the David W. Barnes Funeral Home. It could be because of their compassionate care. It could be because of their guaranteed superior service, or maybe because of their fair and honest prices, or just maybe for all of these reasons, more folks trust the David W. Barnes Funeral Home during a time of loss. The David W. Barnes Funeral Home at 306 North Klein in Coffeyville, an independent, family-owned business.
Everyone looks forward to a good meal. That's why we do dining differently at Windsor Place. We call it 7 to 7 dining. Residents can come to the dining room anytime between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. for a home-cooked meal of their choice. 3 specials are available throughout the day, along with a full menu, including all-day breakfast. If residents need a treat between meals, they can visit our self-service snack pantries. Come see what makes Windsor Place different at mealtime. Call 620-252-4929.
Move forward. You can by becoming a part of the Acme Foundry team in Coffeyville. Acme Foundry has current openings for CNC machinists and entry-level foundry positions. Acme offers competitive wages, benefits including medical and dental, and a retirement plan through employee ownership. Acme moves careers forward by promoting from within. Find out more. Apply in person at Acme Foundry, 1502 South Spruce Street in Coffeyville. Acme Foundry, an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back as we inch closer to basketball. Here it is, your home for Red Raven Athletics 98.1 KUSN. I'm Sam Speck, very happy to have you along with us as we inch closer to another men's basketball matchup tonight. Certainly not the best matchup that we've seen out there on the hardwood, but you got to come out and play game in, game out. It is the Ottawa Braves JV coming in today against your Red Ravens tonight. It will be, again, a shootout. Both of those teams know how to put up a big spot on the scoreboard, but in terms of overall play, CCC might be coming in way overmatched against their opposers tonight. So CCC very, very happy to get out there, as well as Ottawa JV. The Braves just happy to be out on the hardwood. They stole their first win on the year last week. CCC, unfortunately, last week on the road, suffered their first loss. CCC coming into this game, the number 14 in the nation at 6-1. Again, we mentioned that loss coming against Northeastern Oklahoma A&M College. That game did not finish without fireworks, and it was not on the floor either. Tell you what, it was some of the more entertaining basketball games I've watched between those two, and a buzzer beater that NEO was able to get on that. We'll go ahead and look at the Ottawa JV Braves starting five here tonight. We'll start with junior at 6'1" out of Leewood, Kansas. Number 3, Quint Stanley for the Braves, as well as number 4, Khalil Clark. Clark coming in at 6'1". He's a freshman out of Carlton, Texas. Number 21, Chasden Brown at 6 foot. He's a sophomore in the starting five as well out of Childress, Texas. He makes it into the starting five. Mac Thompson, number 22, 6'3", freshman out of Taganoxie, Kansas. And then number 34, Travel Baloo, 6'4", sophomore out of Ottawa, Kansas. He's also in the starting five as well. Now we shift our focus to your Red Ravens, and they're not really changing it up within the first three. It's number 1, 2, and 3. Number 1, Kevin Brewer, 5'8", sophomore at 160 pounds out of Fort Smith, Arkansas. He's new to CCC this year, but not new to the NJCAA or really playing around these far-siders. He played last year in the Northeastern as well as Central Oklahoma area. And here's the starting five for your Coffeyville Community College Red Ravens. Get 1, 2, 3, Kevin Brewer, and then number 2, Casey Benton up next on the ledger. Casey Benton, 6'3", sophomore. He's a return man from last year out of Clarksville, Arkansas. And then Marvin Johnson, number 3 at 6'6", 190-pound sophomore out of Ardmore, Oklahoma. He makes it into the starting five as well. He is your leading scorer off the year. Letting it on down to Manny Crump, as I make that mistake. Keon Queen not the starting five for the tonight. It is Manny Crump, number 23 at 6'8", the 200-pound freshman out of Miami, Florida. Again, I mentioned he really needs to step it up this year as well as going into next year. Keon Queen's not going to be there, and I'll tell you what, it is very nice to have 6'9" Keon Queen down the low block, but he's going to go elsewhere next year, you no doubt about with that. And Manny Crump really needs to step up. Coming in at the 5 spot, Mikkel Murray, 6'6", number 25 out of Amherst, Massachusetts. He will round it out, and he will actually take the tip tonight. So at 6'6", Mikkel Murray on the tip, 6'8", Manny Crump is out there as well. So they've got the size on the floor. Not really swapping it up on the starting five, but definitely on the one taking the tip. Mikkel Murray out there versus Trevor Ballou, and the tip goes to the Red Ravens. CCC gets the tip off. We are rolling here with basketball on 98.1 KUSN. CCC wraps it around the three-point line, gets it down to Crump. He kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson finds Benton, and Benton's pass gets stepped in front of Ottawa on the steal, and they will slow things down, and the offense will bring it back up on top of the right-hand dribble. That's Brown. Brown bounces it off to Clark. And they will swing it around the three-point line. Sandridge on the carry. He tried to get to that far edge. He finds Brown in that corner. Now he drives to the baseline. Great defense from Crump, but he leaves the man open for three, and he knocked it down. Number 34, Trevor Ballou. 6'4" sophomore. If the big man can knock those shots down, that might spell out trouble. 3-0. CCC already behind in this match. We'll see how do they respond. They go down low to Manny Crump off the low block. Can't handle the basketball. Turnaround jumper is no good from 5 feet in the paint. And off of this, Ottawa gets the defensive rebound. They bring it up. Clark in transition, almost taken away from now. CC battles with it. They finally take it away. Benton now 3-on-1. Dishes it to Marvin Johnson on the slam. Marvin Johnson on the board. 3-2. CCC will now run that full court press. 2-1-2. They put Casey Benton and Kevin Brewer up top. And Kevin Brewer disrupts the pass. That one will be stolen away there on the full court press, and a double dribble on the way down. Mikkel Murray could not handle the pass from Brewer. Ends up taking too many hands out of the basketball there. Again, double dribble is what the call is. 3-2 is the score, and an inbound from the Braves. Ottawa gets it right back on the turnovers. We had mentioned those personal foul numbers from last game. We got to keep the turnovers limited as well. 15 in the game against Missouri St. West Plains. Tonight there's their first. Ottawa will swing it around the 3-point line. They get it over to Standard. Standard down in the corner to Brown. Brown looks down low to the low block. That's Brown again up on Thompson. Puts it up and in. It's 5-2. And again, this team from Ottawa, they can shoot the basketball. They can score it down low as well, regardless of the size advantage. So speaking of that size advantage, Manny Crump gets a beautiful pass down low. Spin move up and in off the rim. Makes it 5-4. They need to utilize that as much as they can tonight. Again, the size advantage is clearly with Coffeyville, and it looks like that full-court pressure puts more pressure on the Braves here. They cause a turnover right around half court once more. Puts it out of bounds, and the Red Raiders are going to find that. He's looking for the first lead of the ball game. Benton will inbound it to Brewer with the right hand dribble. He sets up the offense. Kicks it right to Johnson. Back up on top to Brewer. Now he kicks it to Benton. Benton wants a three. That's no good off the front of the iron. Down low to the offensive rebound is Crump, but he gets fouled on his way on the second chance opportunity. Manny Crump will head to the free throw line for the first free throw we've seen tonight. Looks for the first lead as well. First team foul by Ivy. That one covered against number 22, Matt Thompson. Thompson, the freshman, 6'3". Again, not too much size out there in terms for the Braves. 6'3", Matt Thompson and Trevor DeLue, both those players out there right now. 6'3", 6'4", as well as Jake Thompson. He's on the bench currently, but 6'4". That's what they've got. You look at on the other side, 6'8", with Manny Crump, 6'8", A.J. Webster, Jackson Miller also ranging some size as well. Mikhail Murray at 6'6", Marvin Johnson 6'6". As the first one up, knocked down, Manny Crump ties the game at 5. So again, CCC matching up very well with about anybody in the country shooting the basketball. But tonight might be the big next game. Second one up is knocked down. Manny Crump makes them both from the free strike, and you got to know the coach is happy with that. 6-5. You got to make sure those big men hit those free throw shots. No doubt about. And here comes the play over the half-court line. Again, that 2-1-2 results in a steal. Marvin Johnson on the slam. Marvin Johnson and Casey Benton do that better than most. They just disrupt, get in the middle of plays, and I'll tell you what, they turn it into more points than most teams as well. Turnovers off the point. With Ottawa again struggling to get it up into that first flat. They finally get it in the inside corner, but still to the big man. They got to get it up top of the front. Finally, Vito reset the offense. Clark now to Thompson. Thompson picks up the dribble. Now he swings it to the far corner to Brown. Brown on the left-hand dribble. He's got nowhere to go. Great penetration defense here by CCC. Kevin Brewer pushes back Sandridge towards the center mark, and as time expires there, kind of a forced three-point shot. That's no good. CCC on the rebound. They bring it up now. Casey Benton, great pass. Down low to Mikhail Murray. And the reverse layup results in 2 easy points, 10-5, 16:45 to go here in the first half. And Ottawa again struggling against that full-court press. They finally break it. They get it up over half. Again, not too much room to go. They try to get it down there to the low block. They find the room. The pull-up jump. And for 10 feet, no good on the turnaround. And CCC again comes away with a rebound. It's another number that they need to work on. Is limiting second chance opportunities. Doing great tonight. Great pass to Murray once again. And Casey Benton finds a lane, finds the pass to Mikhail Murray up for an easy 2 points, 12-5 there. Now the inbound, bottom is trying to rush himself up with kick out of bounds. Kick out the rim by Thompson. Will Thompson in from the far sideline. Substitution on their way in. Coming out into 30, J.B. Sanchez. 5'10" sophomore out there for Ottawa J.B. So with his first playing time tonight will be freshman Khalil Clark will bring the basketball up here for the Braves. The left-hand dribble and a kick to the left of Thompson. Thompson had that pass intercepted. Kevin Brewer with the basketball. Now kicks it to Benton. Benton goes up, draws a foul, almost to 2 points. And Casey Benton will be heading to the free throw line for a pair of free throws. I'll tell you what, they will look aggressive tonight. Regardless of the opposing team, you've got to be able to go out there and draw foul. Casey Benton doing that now. Again, regardless, it's the second team foul, as well as the second that's coming against Matt Thompson right there. Benton will go to the line. First one up, first one knocked down, makes it 13-5. But again, a team with such size, such strength and agility, you got to be able to get it down low, draw the foul, and then more importantly, knock down the free throw. Casey Benton did that just right there. He could have pulled up for a three, which again you kind of normally see with today's day and age of basketball. Instead, he drives to the basket, forcefully his way, missed on the free throw, but Manny Crump on the second chance. Can't get the rebound. Gets his own rebound now as the ball bounces around up off the glass, and Manny Crump puts him up by 10. 15-5, 15:45 to go in the first half. CCC starting to roll now as they gave up 5 points per game. Every quick has back now. After a second, Ottawa will get it right back up. 15:35 to go. After the air ball, CCC will inbound it on the baseline. CCC in their all white home uniform design. They've got the red trim, lettering, and the numbers as well, and then the gray accent around all of that. And then Ottawa comes in and they're all black. Marvin Johnson, speaking of, wants a three, and he knocks it down, makes it look easy. He even had a man in his face. Adrian Burnett was all there to contest on the three-point shot. Marvin Johnson puts it up and in, 18-5. Speaking of the Braves again, they're on their all-black road uniforms. They got the yellow numbers. It's Ryan Rivers from post to post. And Standridge puts it up and in. I think they clear apart for the Braves. Very quick couple of baskets there, and the Braves finally, from their first couple of minutes of the ballgame, are back on the scoreboard. CCC kicks it around the three-point line, finds Johnson. He thought about a three, instead he drives. That one's kicked out, kicked around, finds Casey Benton. Now drives on Euro step. That one's no good. And that one's going to be rebounded by Ottawa. A couple of misses there, gets it right back to the Braves. They'll reset the offense. Now back up on top of Brown. He crosses the line. The foul. Caston Brown to the first goal. Just kind of threw up the flare with the hook shot right there. Somehow made the basket. And we'll be heading to the free throw line for just one shot against Caston Brown, sophomore at Chelvis, Texas. It's 6 foot. And believe it or not, at 6 foot, he's one of the tallest guys out there on the floor of the Braves. Knocks down the free throw, makes it an 8-point ball game. It is 18-10 with 14:30 to go. You can expect to see a fresh 5 legs out on the court here fairly soon from CCC. Though Benton finds a wide open three. Casey Benton gets on the ledger from beyond the 3-point line. And 21-10, 11-point separation with 4:15 to go here in the first half. Again, that full court press put on. Looks like Casey Benton called for too much contact there. And there they are, the fresh 5 legs out on the court for the Red Ravens. I haven't seen it too many times, but to be able to pull it off, it's the reason why Jay Herkelman has been here for 24 years. Normally you see substitution of 2 to 3 players, but to play 6 straight minutes with the same 5 guys and then pull in a new 5 guys, that's trust within your roster. Trust within every player besides just the starting 5. And I'll tell you what, again, they do it better than most. So Quan Marshall out there, as well as Tony Hudson. Anthony Jones is his 3-point shot put up by the Braves. That's no good. Keon Queen out there as well. He comes away with the rebound as he gets it up now to Anthony Jones. Jones will bring it up, and the other 5 guy out there is A.J. Webster. So that's a new 5. As Anthony Jones will get the basketball now. Up on top of the key, still beyond the 3-point line. Now kicks it out to Hudson. Hudson downloaded Queen. Nice pass to Webster. Webster off the glass, up and in, and the big man trying to draw the foul. Did not get the contact, but he got the basket. 23-10 after the dish there. And 13:30 to go in the first half, and Ottawa will bring it back up. That's J.D. Sanchez now to set up the offense on that far sideline. Sanchez will get it to Brown. Brown now's got nowhere to go with it. Looks for a screenplay, and Jones is all over that defense. Nice pass now to Clark. Clark's got nowhere either. Great penetration defense here by the Red Ravens. Sanchez had to pick up his dribble there. Gives it right off. Hands it out to Ballou. Ballou wants the 3 as time expires on the shot clock. Gets their own rebound. But Keon Queen has something to say about it. Tips away the shot, and CCC gets it right back. 13 minutes to go in the first half. Quan Marshall to Jones. Jones now to Hudson. They just kick it around the 3-point line. Finally down low. And kick it back out to Jones. Jones, great pass to Webster. Webster up and in. And the finger roll finds another 2 points. Up by 15 here at CCC. Executing great offense. But again, from coast to coast, clear slot to a slide. The Fortune Wayne takes it. Does a great job. That'll be the first foul against A.J. Webster. He struggled with that last game. In fact, he fouled out last game. Or excuse me, just had just a pair of those last game against for Anthony Webster. A couple of players really flirting with that 5 mark. A couple of substitutions will make their way in. That's a 14 foul very, very quickly. Again, CCC just kind of goes in spurts. They do that with scoring as well, except fortunately they're more consistent in their scoring. First one up, it is knocked down, and that'll be good for that. 25-11 after the free throws made. 12:40 to go here, and a couple of another two substitutions in, including starter Clint Sanders making his way back out of the court. So the Braves have some fresh legs. Coffeyville still with his same five, not the starting five, but fresh five out there. Hudson found a wide open three with the hand in his face, and Tony Hudson knocks down the three. Jones wants to steal. That 2-on-2 full court pass gives it right back to the Red Raiders. Kicks it to Hudson for three. That's no good off the back of the iron. No, Keon Queen cuts away the rebound. Queen to Jones for three. No good off the heel of the iron. And that one will go to the other team. Looks like a foul on Keon Queen. Maybe an over the back, I'm not sure. No, it's a shove. And 28-11. And I'll tell you what, Keon Queen, maybe in Saturday's game, you can say the 4 fouls that went against him, 3 fouls, excuse me. Those were definitely meaningfully so. But Keon Queen, throughout this entire 2018-2019 season to start, has not been getting the benefit of the doubt, without a doubt. So CCC, though, nonetheless, still up big by 17. Speaking of a big man down low, that's Webster denying the shot down the low block. Braves came down, put up a quick shot at the shot clock. That one gets denied, so they'll have to throw it into their own baseline. Great defense out here by the Red Raiders to find both of the strips as well. Ottawa will get the inbound. That one tipped away over Sanchez's head, and Ottawa gives it right back. And again, great defense on that low block. They get an inbound right in front of the scorer's table here. That's Jones. He'll get it in Marshall, and Quan Marshall will reset the offense. Marshall now to Jones. Jones is covered by Sanchez very closely, but then kicks it into Marshall. Marshall now to Hudson, and right back up on top of the point guard. So they'll reset the offense. Marshall now to Jones. Jones tries in the paint, and he takes one too many steps. Called for the travel there. Great move down low. I'm not too sure about that. 28-11 is the score. It remains 17 points separates them. 11:37 to go. Certainly the home crowd. I'll tell you what, the NBA, college basketball, they get away with more than that. That looks like a clean 2 steps right there. But Coffeyville get a call against it. That one. Called for the travel is Anthony Jones. Ottawa with the basketball. That's Sanchez on the dribble. Back up on top of Burnett. Burnett back to Sanchez. Far side. Now he drives in the paint, and somehow the whistle, and he got there somehow, but again, foul down low. We're going to call that one as Keon Queen. That might be the first legitimate foul on Keon Queen that you could say. But with that, that is their 16th foul, his second personal foul, and they're one away from getting into the bonus here already. Looking for the inbounds. Ottawa gets it in easily. Finds Hopkins. Hopkins wants the three. Picks it up quickly and knocks it down. 28-14. Cuts the lead right in half. The CCC now needs to respond. Quan Marshall on the inbound. They'll bring it up over center. Now he kicks it left to Jones. Jones looks over right. Finds Hudson beyond the three. That one knocked down, and Tony Hudson is getting hot from three-point land. Now what is inbound? Again, that 2-1-2 full-court pressure put on by CCC almost tipped away. Instead, they find a quarter-man shot. Burnett wants the three, and he hits it. So Ottawa, back and forth they go with a three-point shot. 31-17. Coffeyville trying to gain that three-point back. Gets it down low to Webster. He's stuck at the paint. Instead, they'll kick it out to Jones. He drives the left hand. Down on the baseline. Back out to Hudson. He wants another three, and Tony Hudson. Another one. 34-17 is the lead now, folks. 10-15 is that 2-1-2 full-court pressure against the first division champion. CCC, though, the Eagles. Another three for Drew. That's a good win. The Braves and Coffeyville got ready to get back on the three after 30 seconds on that.
State Maintenance Supply in Coffeyville. The same quality products the big companies use are available for retail sale at State Maintenance Supply. From cleaning chemicals to paper products, even upright vacuums. A lot better than finding the big box stores. They can last up to 10 years or longer, and they cost a lot less than you think. Run your house like a business. Getting more value for your money. Shop State Maintenance Supply on North Prime in Coffeyville.
Timeout on Sid because he's trying to tell his guys to get back a little bit quick. Coffeyville wants the three. Ottawa wants the three more specifically Tony Hudson. He's knocked down. His first threes of the road game in his last couple of drives looking for, but so did Ottawa. I mean, it's good back and forth, three-point shots after three-point shots. You got to get back on D to defend that. And I'm sure that football timeout failed. CCC will have the possession now under 10 minutes to go. I'm sure we'll see our media timeout. Nice pass down there to Queen. Queen on the turnaround. Can't get the first attempt. But the snag, the rebound out of the air, puts it up and in. And that's what having a 6'9" big man will do for you down on that low block. This is no rebound, knocked it up. Nice 2-on-2 offense. He's broken up. Nice pass there down low by the Rays. Find an open shot instead. He'll hang on to it down low into the paint. Somehow not called a travel. That one hit off the back of the iron. No good. Keon Queen comes away with the rebound, and CCC comes away with the basketball. Nice pass down low. Wide open Webster. And Webster puts it up and in. Easy basket up by 18. All the Red Raiders 9:15 go the first half. Next stoppage of play, we will most likely have our media timeout. So basketball was brought up. He's pressured in that 17. He goes that 2-on-2. They'll find a three-shot. Hopkins to Burnett for three. Knocks it down. Pregame Braves. Again, that 2-on-2 full court pressure has been proving to be disrupted again against Ottawa, but it's also leaving a lot of their open shooters wide open from deep as well. They're knocking down the three-point shot. Jones on front of himself. Anthony Jones up no good. Keon Queen on the offensive rebound, and he can't hit the second chance. Keon Queen on the miss. Can't believe it. He'll get it right back to the Braves. So Ottawa brings it back up. That's Brown. Brown drives the left hand. High off the glass. No good. Queen comes away with the rebound. Here comes CCC. Juan Marshall. Left hand dribble up over center. Now shifts it to right. Drives into the paint. Kicks it out to Hudson for another three. And my goodness, he continues to heat up. Tony Hudson from deep. 41-23. And again, just wide open. They leave a man beyond down the court. That's number 15, Adrian Burnett. That's left wide open down the court. It looks like Jay Herkelman is headed up. He gets those five off the court as quick as possible. You get 5 substitutions on their way in there. Again, he's not happy with them. They still don't serve their 5 minutes. But you've got to get back on defense in those scenarios. Jones now will bring it up here for the offensive Red Ravens. That pass almost goes out of bounds. CCC will wrap it around. Wasted time here on offense. Now 10 seconds on the shot clock. Marshall, he'll pull up for three. Knocks it off the back of the iron and somehow falls in. And somehow the brick works with the home team. Most of the time the brick works against the team shooting. That one happened to be just fine. 44-25. Off the back of the iron, the three-point shot falls. He gets on ahead. CCC finally gets back here on defense and disrupts, even intercepts the pass. So here's Tony Hudson. He does not have numbers. It's 2-on-2 on the way down. And he does really draw the foul. A great job there from Hudson. Not goes down and lose the basketball and he can muscle his way into the paint there. Looks like we will have our media timeout. We will take that. Substitutions are in. I'll have that full substitution lineup for you. Come back here. Break on it. 44-25. CCC.
Town for a game. Make it a great weekend. Reserve your room at Coffeeville Sleep-In Suites. Coffeeville's premier home away from home. Enjoy fresh, clean accommodations, a free cocktail breakfast, indoor pool, Wi-Fi, and superior staff and services. Ask about special AARP and military discounts. Coffeeville Sleep-In Suites, a proud supporter of the Red Ravens.
Celebration is in order every time CCC comes to play. And you can trust Gillum Liquor to back it up with an endless cooler filled with your favorite pick of ice-cold beer, or choose something from the vast wine selection to help you relax and wind down after an exhilarating CCC game. Whatever your pleasure, Gillum Liquor is always in for the win. Gillum Liquor, 1713 West 8th Street in Coffeeville.
7:17 to go here in the first half of play. Coffeeville up big, 44-25, 19 points up on Ottawa, JB. The Braves, again, not necessarily the top 10 matchup that we are accustomed to seeing here in the NCAA, but I'll tell you what, they have come out and they are shooting the basketball right now. Coffeeville, on the other hand, Coach Brooklyn has had to take a timeout and speak with his offense, more importantly his defense on the matter. He's not getting back right now. A little lazy after making those baskets and then giving up some easy transitional points down the court as well as the inbound gets tipped away and back out of bounds. So Casey Benton will inbound it to Brewer. The Brewer and CCC will start here. 7:10 to go in the first half. 44-25. They got a big lead. Kevin Brewer wants a three after they wrap it around the three-point line. That's no good off the back of the iron. And Ottawa comes away with a rebound. Nice pass down low to Baloo. Baloo up off the glass and in. In and out. That one goes, believe it or not, up underneath the basket. Looks like it fell through the hoop, but it actually went up over the hoop. So on the miss there, score remains 44-25. 6:50 to go. Nice pass. That's to Casey Benton. He finds a wide open space from about 40 feet. That's no good. And it looks like we got a foul down low. I'm not exactly sure who it's on. Marvin Johnson flew out of nowhere to get that rebound. And they're actually going to say he stepped on the out-of-bounds line. So Marvin Johnson came in, steps on the out-of-bounds line, gives it back up to Ottawa. The Braves will get it right back. They're making some right to left here in this first half. Again, in their all-black road uniforms. Sanchez finds an open elbow jump shot. That's no good. And Benton comes away with a rebound. Casey Benton now drives the left hand. Kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson wide open for three. That's no good. But Kevin Brewer and Sanchez battling for a rebound. Sanchez claims victory there as Ottawa will come away with the basketball. Back up on top to Sanchez. He kicks it out to Sandridge. And Sandridge can't knock down the three-point line. Offensive rebound, though, from Brown. Brown's shot goes up. No good. Knocked away by Crump. And a great job there defensively by CCC. A bad pass by Casey Benton. That one right there, certainly. He's kind of acknowledging that one. Just a bad pass. He tried to go down low to get it to Mikal Murray, who was driving inside the paint. But that pass is, they really have nobody's name on it. It went straight out of bounds. 5:55 to go here in the first half. Casey Benton right on defense to Sanchez. Great job by Crump. He steps in front of the pass. Murray gets the basketball. Now passes it to Brewer. Brewer kicks it out to Johnson. He wants a three. No good. Manny Crump on the offensive rebound, though. That's no good. Up and in is Mikal Murray. That's no good. That one wrapped around the hoop about three times and couldn't find the bottom of it. Kevin Brewer on the rebound. Finds Benton on their fourth opportunity. You're not going to see that many times. They knock down the three, 47-25. Three offensive rebounds. Fortunate to get all of them and get some points out of it, but you'd like to see that in the first or second try. Here's Ottawa now in response. They bring it up. Still swinging it from the out three-point line. Good little penetration defense. Great job by CCC. That's Brown. He's got to kick it back up top to Sanchez. He finds some room into the paint. He goes, and looks like a foul coming on Kevin Brewer, I believe. I'm not exactly sure it is. Kevin Brewer called the personal foul. Called on the shove there. That will be their 17th foul, moving Ottawa JV, the Braves, into the bonus. J.D. Sanchez now, I believe, the shot coming on the, the foul coming on the shot. Either way, they'll be having two shots as he knocks down the first end of the 1-1. That's Kevin Brewer's first foul, 7th as a team. Again, they're doing as much of a good job as you can spreading out the fouls. You want to keep that number as limited as you can. But Kevin Brewer with just one key on clean with two. He's your leading foul number for CCC. Here comes the Red Ravens now in transition. They look to respond. They swing it around the three-point line to Brewer to Benton to Johnson. Now Johnson wants a three. Pull up, no good off the back of the iron, and he is getting colder and colder from beyond the three-point line. Offensive rebound. Mikal Murray finds it, and he puts it up and in. And again, Mikal Murray is a freshman that has really stepped up. As he puts in a couple of more points there. 5:30 to go in the first half. Sanchez drives, left hand up the baseline, and Murray disrupts the pass. That one slipped away off high off the glass. He gets the basketball, now passes it to Brewer. Brewer right back to Murray, and Mikal Murray back onto his way to the free throw line. I'll tell you what, he was all over the floor tonight. He did a great job last game against Missouri State West Plains. They had some players get into foul trouble. I'll tell you what, stepping up, speaking of freshmen right there, just speaking with head coach, he's actually named Player of the Week. So I mentioned him in the pregame show that he's gonna have to step up tonight as well as next week against Hutchinson. That's gonna be a tough battle. That'll be a fun one to talk about. Though the rebound goes to Johnson. He steps on the out-of-bounds line, and that one will give it right back to Ottawa. So again, speaking with Coach Herkel in there, I could definitely have that in the listing as to my questions for the post-game interview as to what the plan is for Mikal Murray, what he is to be in these last couple of weeks. I'll tell you what, he has stepped up as a freshman in that mill. As Ottawa brings it down, tipped away by Manny Crump. I'm not sure how you're going to call the foul there on Kevin Brewer, but Kevin Brewer called the respected personal foul. At this point, I'll tell you what, blowing the whistle to blow. But that will send Ottawa to the free throw line. I'm sure they will take it. The Braves back to the free strike. And send clear Clark. He knocks down the first one, makes it 50-28. So still quite the size of the lead here for CCC. Can't complain too much. But again, Kevin Brewer, both of those first two fouls against him, I don't think they're deservedly so. Clark now will put up the second of two on the free throw. One of two, Keon clean for questionable, and I'd say both of Kevin Brewer's fouls have to be kind of questionable as well. Casey Brenton's finds a wide-open three-point shot, can't hit that one. So again, the struggle from three-point land kind of continue, unless you made Tony Hawk. Bringing it up now in transition, and basketball is shot up. Looks like that one missed everything. Maybe a late whistle over on that other end, and it looks like to be another foul. So that one will be the 19th foul coming against CCC. I'm not seeing very much contact out there, but you know what? They'll call it again. Casey Benton's charged with this second personal. That one will send Khalil Clark to the free throw line once again. So he is having a field day in the free strike. Let's take it though. They got it. 1-1, second one up, and knocks it down to 2. So he goes 100% from the free strike these last couple of pushes up the court. Let's slow it down. You're up by 19. You just got to keep scoring the basketball. Kevin Brewer kicks it out. Benton now down low to Dennis Crump. Dennis Crump in the low block with the right hand. Nice move. And a shouldery play into the low block, up and in off the block. And that one will go in 52-31. Great move by Manny Crump to get it up and in. And that separation he needed, though. A three in response. Adrian Burnett knocks it down. Ottawa. They've got every sort of response right now. It just comes to them to kind of seal this separation right now. 52-34 is that separation. CCC trying to do everything they can to keep it where it's at. Casey Benton wants the three. Marvin Johnson. And Johnson can't knock down the shot there. So they give it right back up to the Braves. Braves come down. They want a shot in transition. That's no good. Marvin Johnson off the miss. Now 2:55 to go in the first half. He goes coast to coast. No good. And he misses the layup. And that one's going to be taken away, and I think they're going to say a foul against Ottawa JV. So Kevin Brewer did a great job coming in there, disrupting the pass, getting the steal. And then not only that, but drawing the foul. The foul coming on the floor, so we will have a baseline tossing. So it's like a fresh 5 legs out there on the floor, except we'll have his base. Jackson Miller out there instead of Keon Queen. Keon Queen again had 2 fouls. He flies mostly in foul trouble. Casey Benton added a pair right there as well. He's got 2. Kevin Brewer, he's got 2. And about 5 or 6 of those, tell you what, the home crowd does not agree with here. As Anthony Jones gets that inbound. Nice move down low to the paint. Anthony Jones muffles his way into 2 points. Great floater over the defense there. He makes it 54-34. They go back up by 20, and they keep that 2-on-2 full court pressure on. And stepped in front of Jones, gets the pass. Seconds. I'll tell you what, that's what getting the front will do for you. 30-second timeout on the opposing side. Ottawa won 30 seconds. We'll take it ourselves. 60-34 back at 30 seconds on 98.1.
Helping you move forward. That's what Coffeyville Community College does. Whether you want to increase your ability to advance at work, learning to earn a 2-year, or just want to expand your horizons, Coffeyville Community College can help. And CCC is flexible, offering a traditional college setting. Fast 8-week classes or even online classes. CCC can meet your needs your way. Call CCC at 620-251-7700 or visit them online at coffeyville.edu. We are Coffeyville Community College.
Welcome back out of the timeout. We find ourselves with 2:21 to go in the first half. Coffeyville with a sizable lead, 34-60 is our score here. Ottawa JV Braves will bring the basketball up here for the opposing team. Another wide open 3-point shot. That one again, Adrian Burnett. He has lit up the floor tonight. Jay Herkelman, he's not happy. Takes an immediate timeout. And CCC has done this on several occasions tonight. We'll go ahead and keep it right here and get you up to date with a couple of scores from around the Division I world of basketball as well. But for many times tonight, CCC has been able to knock down quick shots. In fact, before we went to that break just a moment ago, Quan Marshall knocked down 2 3-point shots in a matter of 4 to 5 seconds. So we know they can score very quickly, but you got to get back on defense. You got to be able to guard a team. This Ottawa JV team is not the shooters. Well, they may be the shooters. I'll tell you what, they're shooting very, very high efficiently from the floor tonight. But they're not the size, they're not the strength, they're not the team that they're going to see next week in the Hutchinson Blue Dragons. And I'll tell you what, with that play right there, defensive play, they're not going to beat a Hutchinson team. Quan Marshall now will bring it back up here for the offense. It comes down to the defense, though. Can they get down and guard the basketball? Tony Hudson wants another 3-point shot. He's got a hot hand. That's no good off the back of the iron. And now under 2 minutes to go, the Braves will bring it back up here in transition. With the right-hand dribble, he drives down low. Hopkins off the glass. Hopkins off the miss. Quan Marshall gets the defensive rebound. He brings it up now on the right-hand dribble. Thought about a 3 now. He'll take it from 3. From downtown, Quan Marshall hits it 63 to 37, and CCC continues to separate themselves. Now, as much as discredit as I'm giving their defense, their offense tonight, wow, they look good. 63 to 37. The only thing is, a couple of the players have gone cold from beyond the 3-point line. That shot's put up from the elbow there from Ottawa. That one's no good off the hands of Khalil Clark. Clark gives it right back to CCC. Now we've got 70 seconds to go here in the first half. They swing it around. Jones from 3. Jones wants a 3, and tell you what, he's not one of those numbers that's kind of gone cold from 3. Marvin Johnson, one of your leading scorers, normally the guy that hit him from 3. He's gone cold tonight from beyond the 3-point line. Though he's done plenty of contribution on the defensive and the offensive side of the ball, and a 3-point shot quickly put up there. Great defense there by CCC. Well contested. That one doesn't hit anything, goes out of bounds. So the Braves get it right back up here to CCC. That's Marshall. Now kicks it left to Jones. Jones drives. Left hand off the left side elbow, and he pulls up a jumper, and he knocks it down. Makes it look easy, even with a hand in his face there. And Tony Hudson steps in front of it. And on 2-1-2, full court press, gives it to Jones. He wants a 3, and Anthony Jones knocks it down. 68, now 71 to 37. Under 30 seconds to go. Shot clock is dead. And here comes the Braves. Great spin move down low. Finds some separation from Clark. He did get up and get the 2 points there. Now 15 to go here in the first half. That should all but do it. 71 points at least is what the offense has been able to put up on the score ledger here tonight already. 3 on the game clock. Marshall will drive. He goes. His time expires. That one's up and in. No good as it wraps around. 71 to 39. My goodness, CCC is on a mission tonight. They have some areas of improvement defensively. They need to get down court. I know you're winning by 40, but you still got to get down and defend the basketball. We'll break down that first half a little bit more for you coming up here on the other side of the break. For now, we will take an extended break. About 6 minutes on its way. We'll take a quick 6-minute break. We come down. We'll break down the first half. We'll take a look at the statistics. We'll take a look around the basketball world as well. Give you some scores from around the basketball world, and then we'll give you the keys to the second half as we enter that second half coming up here in just a few short minutes. So again, 6-minute break on its way. We come back after this extended break. We will break down that first half and look at the numbers. They're on 98.1 KUSN. CCC up big at the half, 71 to 39. Back in 6.
Ho, ho, ho. It's Alamosa Amy here, letting everyone know Ray's Archery and Guns is having a closeout sale. Closeout sale on all 2017 bows with 25% off through November. Hurry before they're gone. Ray's Archery and Guns also has a great selection on Case brand knives. Case knives make perfect stock accepted for any stocking you have to sell. Don't forget, Ray's Archery and Guns will be closed Thanksgiving Day through Sunday, and we will be open again Monday. Christmas shop in the country at Lay's Archery and Guns, west of Cottesville on County Road 1250. Lay's Archery and Guns wishes you happy holidays.
Oh, no. What's wrong? I'm trying to take care of my bank and the internet's down.
So what's the problem? Just give Dana a call at Community State Bank and she'll take care of it in person.
Bank at Community State Bank. It's an online bank. My bank's not just down the street. It's in, well, I'm not really sure where it's at.
Wow, I wouldn't bank anywhere but Community State Bank. They have great online and mobile banking services, so I still do most of my banking online. But when I need it, it's sure great to talk to somebody I know face to face.
Hi, this is Dana from Community State Bank. We offer all the convenience along with the services you want and need, and even throw in a friendly face to help you personally when you need it. Community State Bank, Coffeyville's only locally owned and operated bank.
Keep it simple with great food at great prices. That's what you'll find at Simple Simon's Pizza in Coffeyville. Oh, yeah. You'll find great pizza and a whole lot more, like calzones, wings, breadsticks, and sandwiches. Stop in today for a Coffeyville favorite, the Simple Simon's Lunch Buffet. Simple Simon's makes it easy for you to dine in, carry out, or delivery. Simple Simon's Pizza, 807 West 11th at Coffeyville. Simple Simon's, simply delicious.
When it comes to a time of loss, more folks around here trust and rely on the David W. Barnes Funeral Home. It could be because of their compassionate care. It could be because of their guaranteed superior service. Or maybe because of their fair and honest prices. Or just maybe, for all of these reasons, more folks trust the David W. Barnes Funeral Home during a time of loss. The David W. Barnes Funeral Home at 306 North Klein in Coffeyville, an independent, family-owned business.
Everyone looks forward to a good meal. That's why we do dining differently at Windsor Place. We call it 7 to 7 dining. Residents can come to the dining room anytime between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. for a home-cooked meal of their choice. 3 specials are available throughout the day, along with a full menu, including all-day breakfast. If residents need a treat between meals, they can visit our self-service snack pantry. Come see what makes Windsor Place different at mealtime. Call 620-252-4929.
Move forward. You can by becoming a part of the Acme Foundry team in Coffeyville. Acme Foundry has current openings for CNC machinists and entry-level foundry positions. Acme offers competitive wages, benefits including medical and dental, and a retirement plan through employee ownership. Acme moves careers forward by promoting from within. Find out more. Apply in person at Acme Foundry, 1502 South Spruce Street in Coffeyville. Acme Foundry, an equal opportunity employer.
Industrial strength for your home? You can get it at 4 State Maintenance Supply in Coffeyville. The same quality products the big companies use are available for retail sale at 4 State Maintenance Supply. From cleaning chemicals to paper products, even upright vacuums. A lot better than you find at the big box stores. They can last up to 10 years or longer. And they cost a lot less than you think. Run your house like a business. Getting more value for your money. Shop 4 State Maintenance Supply on North Line in Coffeyville.
Hey, Raven fans, when is the time for a game? Make it a great weekend. Reserve your room at Coffeyville St. Bernard Suites. Coffeyville's premier home away from home. Enjoy fresh, clean accommodations, a free continental breakfast, indoor pool, Wi-Fi, and superior staff and services. Ask about special AARP and military discounts. Coffeyville St. Bernard Suites, a proud supporter of the Red Ravens.
A celebration is in order every time CCC comes to play. And you can trust Dylan Wicker to back it up with an endless cooler filled with your favorite pick of ice cold beer or choose something from the vast wine selection to help you relax and wind down after an exhilarating CCC game. Whatever your pleasure, Dylan Wicker is always in for the win. Dylan Wicker, 1713 West 8th Street in Coffeyville.
Helping you move forward. That's what Coffeyville Community College does. Whether you want to increase your ability to advance at work, planning to earn a 2-year, or just want to expand your horizons, Coffeyville Community College can help. And CCC is flexible, offering a traditional college setting, fast 8-week classes, or even online classes. CCC can meet your needs your way. Call CCC at 620-251-7700 or visit them online at coffeyville.edu. We are Coffeyville Community College.
Ho, 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 it's Alamosa Amy here, letting everyone know Lay's Archery and Guns is having a closeout sale. Closeout sale on all 2017 bows with 25% off through November. Hurry before they're gone. Lay's Archery and Guns also has a great selection on Case brand knives. Case knives make the perfect sucker pepper for any stocking you have to sell. Don't forget, Lay's Archery and Guns will be closed Thanksgiving Day through Sunday, and we will be open again Monday. Christmas shop in the country at Lay's Archery and Guns, west of Coffeyville on County Road 1250. Lay's Archery and Guns wishes you happy holidays.
Keep it simple with great food at great prices. That's what you'll find at Simple Simon's Pizza in Coffeyville. Oh, yes, you'll find great pizza and a whole lot more, like calzones, wings, breadsticks, and sandwiches. Stop in today for a Coffeyville favorite, the Simple Simon's Lunch Buffet. Simple Simon's makes it easy for you to dine in, carry out, or delivery. Simple Simon's Pizza, 807 West 11th in Coffeyville. Simple Simon's, simply delicious.
We find ourselves here at halftime. Jay Hedges and Portland Minnesota on Sam's back on 98.1 KUSN. Happy to have you with us. Yet right now they are up big. My goodness, have they come to play tonight on the offensive side of the board? Again, these numbers are just staggering. I mentioned this in the pregame, but they shot anything close to what they did against Missouri State West Plains, which was basically 50% the whole way through the game. That was across the board from the floor, from the three-point line, and as well from the free throw. So all of those numbers came in just staggering against Missouri State. Well, they've improved those numbers for them. They're shooting 56% from the floor right now. They're 27 of 40. They put up 71 points through the first half of basketball. Now, in terms of the three-point shots, they put up a bunch of those as well. A handful of them. They 25 shots down. Fortunately, they have shot 13 of 25 from the three-point line. They haven't made a whole lot of shots from the free throw line, but they haven't gotten them. They're 4 of 6 from the free throw line tonight. That measures a 66% mark. So, again, consider your numbers. They're shooting a pretty good number from there. Only making 6 trips to the free throw line tonight. They are impressive from all around the floor. Whether it's from the three-point line, from the floor wall, from the field, or from the free throw line, they are impressive. The only thing to look back on here for Red Ravens that maybe they struggled on in that first half. Yes, we know you're up by 40. You're a big score, a big spot. Not by 40, but didn't play their schedule. But you still got to get back on defensive play. Through that first half, there was many times that it just did not get that head guard with three, including Adrian Burnett, who, by the way, went on a tear. They knocked down about 8 straight three-point shots for Ottawa JV, and finished that first half 4 of 5 from the three-point line. Now, Ottawa, they shot a very good three-point line stat sheet as well, 53% from beyond the three-point line. Popsicle, again, struggled with those foul numbers in that first half. Just 9 personal fouls, but again, they sent them to the free throw line 9 times. They were 8 of 9, 88%. And again, you've got to imagine those numbers all through the rest of the year are going to be there. They've got a very difficult schedule for CCC, including next week against Hutchinson. And you've got to expect those numbers from the free throw line to kind of be similar next week as well. So you've got to keep those personal foul numbers to a limited, only 9 in that first half. It's certainly better than about 20 in that first half of last game against Missouri State West Plains. That was just not the best show. It was not the best showing, certainly, in terms of personal fouls. They need to keep that number limited. They've done an okay job, but again, sending them to the free throw line 9 times tonight, and they have certainly taken advantage of that. Again, CCC, they are up big right now, 71-39. Not really a whole bunch to it. CCC is shooting well from the floor. I say well, they are shooting responsibly from the floor. All above 50%. All above 50%. If you can keep those numbers up, again, that's really the team that can take you down. Second half basketball coming up here in just a few short minutes. We'll take a 3-minute break. We'll get back from the 3-minute break. Take a look around the nation to the Cowboys. Division I basketball. And then we'll get right back on here for you. Second half basketball. And we'll play one through the basketball 3.
Oh, no.
What's wrong?
I'm trying to take care of my banking and the internet's down.
So what's the problem? Just give Dana a call at Community State Bank and she'll take care of it in person.
I don't bank at Community State Bank. It's an online bank. My bank's not just down the street, it's in well, I'm not really sure where it's at.
Wow, I wouldn't bank anywhere but Community State Bank. They have great online and mobile banking services, so I still do most of my banking online. But when I need it, it's sure great to talk to somebody I know face to face.
Hi, this is Dana from Community State Bank. We offer all the convenience along with the services you want and need, and even throw in a friendly face to help you personally when you need it. Community State Bank, Coffeyville's only locally owned and operated bank.
Everyone looks forward to a good meal. That's why we do dining differently at Windsor Place. We call it 7 to 7 dining. Residents can come to the dining room anytime between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. for a home-cooked meal of their choice. 3 specials are available throughout the day, along with a full menu, including all-day breakfast. If residents need a treat between meals, they can visit our self-service snack pantries. Come see what makes Windsor Place different at mealtime. Call 620-252-4929.
When it comes to a time of loss, more folks around here trust and rely on the David W. Barnes Funeral Home. It could be because of their compassionate care. It could be because of their guaranteed superior service, or maybe because of their fair and honest prices, or just maybe for all of these reasons, more folks trust the David W. Barnes Funeral Home during a time of loss. The David W. Barnes Funeral Home at 306 North Klein in Coffeyville, an independent, family-owned business.
Move forward. You can by becoming a part of the Acme Foundry team in Coffeyville. Acme Foundry has current openings for CNC machinists and entry-level foundry positions. Acme offers competitive wages, benefits including medical and dental, and a retirement plan through employee ownership. Acme moves careers forward by promoting from within. Find out more. Apply in person at Acme Foundry, 1502 South Spruce Street in Coffeyville. Acme Foundry, an equal opportunity employer.
Hey, Raven fans, coming into town for a game? Make it a great weekend. Reserve your room at Coffeyville Sleep-In and Suites, Coffeyville's premier home away from home. Enjoy plush, clean accommodations, a free continental breakfast, indoor pool, Wi-Fi, and superior staff and services. Ask about special AARP and military discounts. Coffeyville Sleep-In and Suites, a proud supporter of the Red Ravens.
Well, as we wrap up the halftime show here on 98.1 KUSN, here on Jay Herman and Court at Nellis Hall. Sam Speck, happy to have you along with us. We got Sam Reed back in the studios, making sure that we sound just fine tonight. As again, we are inching close to the second half basketball. Good first half there for the Coffeyville Red Ravens. Again, some certain areas to improve upon. The keys to the second half, just get back and play some defense. We know you're up by 40 points, but you got to get back. And you got to play that defense regardless. We got 20 minutes back up on the scoreboard. You're up 71-39. You just got to get back to the game. Play solid defense and just finish out the rest of the ball game. We know you can shoot the basketball. They're shooting 56% from the floor, 52% from three-point land, and 66% from the free throw line. But again, from the free throw line, they've only made 6 trips tonight. So not a whole lot of times that they've had to go there this evening. They've definitely taken advantage of it. They need to keep those foul numbers down. They also need to keep the turnover numbers down. Vicksburg's done a very good job of 4 turnovers all through that first half. And again, personal foul. They need to keep that to a limited. And they've got to get back and play some defense. So avoid the three-point shot in the first half. Ottawa went 7 of 13 from three-point land. That was a good majority of their points. In fact, 21 of their 39 points came from beyond three-point land. Your leading scorer in that first half, we had a pair of them, Tony Hudson. He went big, 4 of 6 from three-point land. Quan Martin was 4 of 4 from three-point land. Both those guys are at 12 points. Coffeyville won the tip, so Ottawa gets the inbounds here. They're moving from left to right. They're all black in those uniforms. But they're back here on to 98.1 KUSA. Second half basketball underway here on Jay Herman and Court at Nellis Hall. So again, Ottawa will bring it up. Quick 20 seconds. Wasted off the shot clock. Just 10 to shoot. They swing it around the three-point line, down low to Ballou. Ballou puts up the shot. That one's no good, and a nice offensive rebound by Manny Crump. CCC gets it like that. Crump to Drew now. Kevin Drew, he went 0 of 1 from three-point land in that first half. Even scoreless, he comes out here in the second half and puts up 3 quick points. Marvin Johnson, Kevin Brewer, tipped the basketball, gets it back away. Nice count of Marvin Johnson, and an easy 2 points. Like that, they put an easy 5 points on the 76-39. The Again, that full court 2-1-2 pressure is put on here by CCC. They will wrap it around, just trying to get it over half an area. It's a kick ball on Casey Benton. Now trying to get it over to the shooting guard for Ottawa. It's kicked away there by Casey Benton. The basketball skips out of bounds. Ottawa hangs on to the possession. It's got far side line right around center court. They will throw it in. Mac Thompson looking for Khalil Clark. And Clark, he's not even getting it in. Kevin Brewer is right on him defensively. Clark brings it up with left to right hand dribble. Now he drives. Right hand baseline. Gets past everybody. Goes up. Draws a foul. And I think that one may be against Kel Murray. I'm not exactly sure. But again, Kevin Brewer is blown by there on the low base. And Manny Crump actually called for the foul. His first personal foul here in the ball game. And the team's first team foul. Again, through that first half, they went 9 team fouls. That's a definite improvement from the game on Saturday. 27 through the game. Now, obviously, that was through the entire 40 minutes on the clock. A certain improvement from game to game with Belton. There's another foul down there. Not going to get Manny Crump. He knocks down Belton. 76-41, 18:45 to go in the ball game. CCC will bring it up with Kevin Brewer. Brewer to Benton, now to Johnson, back up on top of the point guard. Kevin Brewer wants another three, no good. With the slam, Manny Crump on the rebound. And he puts it up and in. And again, that's what 6'8" will do for you down on that low block. 78-41. With an easy 2 points there. Faced with a 2-1-2 full court press. Here comes the Braves of Ottawa. They break it pretty easily. Blue now gets the pass. He pulls up. Jumper deep 2. That one's no good. And Kevin Brewer comes away with the rebound. Here's Brewer now. They've got 3-on-2 numbers. Trying to get the alley-oop to Marvin Johnson. They have different plans for Marvin Johnson. Does get the basketball. He kicks it out to Benton. Benton wants the three. That's no good. Off the back of the iron. And Ottawa comes away with the rebound. And in transition, Ottawa comes down and it's swatted away. Marvin Johnson disrupts the shot there. Basketball now with CCC. Benton kicks it back to Brewer. Brewer in the far corner. Down low to Crump. Crump inside the paint. He draws the foul. He does not make the basket, but very fast-paced basketball there by CCC. Great individual effort by Marvin Johnson to go down. He almost stole the basketball away and then goes up and tips it down on the shot. Manny Crump headed to the free throw line for a pair of them. As a team, they came to the ballgame shooting 65 from the free throw line. As a team, 66 through that first half. As he knocks down the first one, pair of substitutions on the way for Ottawa. J.D. Sanchez on his way in, and Jake Thompson as well. Jake Thompson did not get any minutes in that first half, so he's getting his first few moments out of the hardwood. Manny Crump trying to get to his team from the line up to the court. So he goes 1 of 2 from the stripe. And Manny Crump tonight now 3 of 4 from the free throw line. So Ottawa will bring the basketball back up. They're down big. CCC up 79-41. No Brown tried to drive inside the paint. Passes it out to Sanchez here for Ottawa. Sanchez got nowhere to go. Gets it to Baloo down low. Great pass to Brown, and Brown finds some separation. And that's just CCC being a little aggressive there. Trying to force the team into a double team. They leave a man wide open on the low block. Easy point for Ottawa. Still 79-43. Quick pass to CCC. They knock him off the three-point line. Now let's slow it down here with Johnson. Johnson in the near corner to Casey Benton. He drops it left side. Quick slide. He goes up off the foul. Casey Benton up over the free-throw line. So great job. Casey Benton, again, not the biggest guy out there on the floor. 6'3", just 185 pounds. And he's doing a good job tonight drawing these fouls. Puts the first one up and knocks it down. Casey Benton on the year has shot a very impressive stat line from the floor, but when it comes to free throws, he's kind of struggled on this number, but he does knock down both of them. And he hits that one no problem. From the free throw in that first half, from the free throw in that last game, that's when those numbers kind of got bumped up. But Kevin Brewer again on that full court press. CCC with another takeaway. Kevin Brewer is the man involved with that. Kevin Brewer kicks it out. Marvin Johnson for 3, and he knocks it down. So too easy. As we find ourselves with 16:30 to go in the ballgame, and Coffeyville now sees 84 points. That full court press again is taken away. Kevin Brewer gets the takeaway, and he gets called on the foul there. CCC is not letting He's not letting up. I'll tell you what, he's kind of running salt in the wound at this point. You got to get to 10 minutes in the ball game and then just maybe put it in cruise control. But we still got 16:32 to go here. Coffeyville still with their right foot firmly on the accelerator pedal. It's Kevin Brewer now after the foul. It's the inbound pass. Brewer to Johnson, back up on top to the point guard. Brewer kicks it back to Johnson to that far corner. And they just swing it around the three to Casey Benton. Benton now drives. Nice pass with a no-look. Tried to get it to Mikkel Murray. That one goes up and over everybody and out of bounds. And Casey Benton tried to get it on the no-look fancy pass instead. Gets it right back up to Ottawa with the basketball. Sanchez gets the inbound on the right-hand dribble. He'll bring it up here for the Braves. Now moves to the left-hand dribble. Kicks it out once he hits the elbow. Gets it to Brown. Still beyond the three-point line. Now Brown drives into the paint. He's guarded by Johnson. Not giving an inch, but a great move down low on Johnson. Jukes him out and finds an easy 2 points there for Brown. 45 points up on the board for the Braves. Red Ravens now in transition. Great pass by Brewer down low. Good idea to Manny Crump on the low block. Manny Crump muscles his way up and in. Easy 2 points high off the glass. And Manny Crump on the easy point. Barner Johnson steps in front of the pass and slams it down. Nobody in the defense stood in front of him at 2 points. And that right there, it's deflated. 88-45. And Ottawa JV again, deflated is a good term to use right now. They have lost all forms of motivation and momentum out there. The Sanchez now will bring it up here for the Braves, and it's stolen away. Guess who? Mikkel Murray this time. And man, oh man, and he slams it home. That's a rim rocker. The windmill slams it home, and Mikkel Murray makes it look fancy. A 45-point advantage. 15:05 to go. Red Ravens up 90-45. Nice defense down low by Kevin Brewer, but Brewer calls the foul. He's not overly in agreement of it. That'll be his third personal. That one probably up for three is the one that involved the most amount of contact right there. With that, 5 minutes have passed. That'll be a fresh 5 plays out on the court here for Coffeyville. Keon Queen, Jackson Miller, Tony Hudson, Anthony Jones, and Quan Marshall. Quan Marshall pressuring the defense here as he's right on Sanchez off of the inbound. Sanchez finds a nice pass, and that one's denied. Keon Queen just smacks that one into another universe. Luckily for the Red Ravens, stays inbounds, and Anthony Jones gets the basketball. Man, I'll tell you what, just not letting up off the gas pedal tonight. And down low, trying to get it to Jackson Miller. Miller gets fouled on the low block. That one will be their 4th team foul. 2 team fouls for CCC. You got to love to see that number as low as it is. 4 against Ottawa Braves. Inbounds goes to Jones. Jones with the right hand. Now kicks it out to Hudson. Hudson back up to Jones. He wants a 3 from deep. That's no good off the front of the iron. And Jackson Miller trying to get the rebound. That's taken out of his hands, though, and Ottawa will get it right back. The Braves will bring it up. They swing it around the 3-point line. Now Sanchez. He starts the offense. Sanchez to Brown. Down low. That pass almost stolen away. But Sanchez somehow gets it back. Sanchez now finds finds it over to Clark, and Clark puts it up and in for the easy 2 points. I lost my paper there for a moment there. We get Clark credited with the 2 points. Easy 2 points for the Braves. Now Red Ravens in response. Anthony Jones on the left hand. He's guarded. Stubbs into a double team. Now gets a good pass down low to Queen. Queen draws the foul, but he can't hit the 2 points. Keon Queen will head to the free throw line for a couple of shots here. Coach Jay Erkman wants to talk to his guys about aggressiveness at this point. And it comes down, that ball was just kind of scrambling around the court as they brought it up. And Ottawa made those 2 easy points on that last play. And Erkman thinks that also his team could have gotten the basketball. I don't entirely disagree. Keon Queen on the first attempt there. He does not hit the first one. Keon Queen, his struggles from the free throw line continue. Still 90-47 is our score here. 6 minutes have passed here in the second half. Coffeyville started their second half with 71 points. They put a very quick 19 up. And there's the 20. Keon Queen goes 1 of 2 that trip to the free throw line. Keon Queen now 1 of 2 on the night from the free strike. From left to right, the Braves will bring it up for Ottawa JV. Swing it around the 3-point line from Burnett now into the far corner. He finds Hopkins. Hopkins will bring it back up on top. He's guarded closely by Jones. Nice handle here, and that one's tipped away, but they're going to call a foul on Jones. Too far of a reach. And that one against, again, Anthony Jones just coming on the reach against on the far side. That'll be their third team foul. Just his first personal foul. Last game, Jones finished game with 2 fouls. So that was kind of limited in terms of the numbers. CCC struggled with total fouls all throughout the night. Tonight they've done very, very well. 12 throughout this entire ball game, 3 here in the second half. 13:35 to go in the game. Coffeyville up big. That pass tipped in front of CCC. Another takeaway. They get it right back. Pass from Hudson up to Jones. Nice pass into the paint. Up and in. Easy layup there for Anthony Jones. 93-47. Ottawa now will bring it up. In transition, Sanchez jumper from about 25 feet, just outside the elbow. That's no good off the back of the iron. CCC now in transition. Quan Marshall off the rebound. He brings it up, kicks it out to Hudson. Hudson now finds Miller. Miller wants a deep 2. That's no good, though. Keon Queen comes away with the offensive rebound. Up and in. And Keon Queen on the easy second chance opportunity. 95-47. We're going to run out of room on that scoreboard over there. Well, glancing at it now, it doesn't look like it will go to triple digits. And a nice pass out to Burnett. Burnett continues his dominance from 3. That's his 5th 15 points for Burnett. All of them from beyond the three-point line. 95-50 is the score after the 3. Swinging it around, here is CCC, and Quan Marshall, he wants a 3, and he knocks it down 98-50. I don't think there's such thing as defense in this ballgame anymore. It has turned into a scoring jamboree, 98-50. Coffeyville trying to go up by 50, but Ottawa wants a 3, and they knock it down with a 3. That's Clint Standridge in the near side corner. He makes it 98-53. So they're just kind of trading off open jump shots here. They get it down low to the elbow to Jackson Miller. Miller now dishes it out to Jones. Jones fouled on his way inside the paint. And Anthony Jones will, I believe, not be heading the free throw line. So that one coming on the floor. They will throw it in for the baseline there. Ottawa will have some fresh legs on their way in, including number 34, Trevor Ballou, as well as number 21, Jasmine Brown on their way in. A couple of starters. They haven't been out there for a few moments. And Ottawa will return them back on. Quick inbound, quick 3 from Jones. That's no good for CCC. Rebound, Ottawa. And the Braves get it right back, rather. Hopkins now in transition. Hopkins to Burnett. He wants another 3. And Adrian Burnett with his 6th three-point shot tonight. The lefty, even with pressure in his face, he could knock it down from anywhere. 98-56 after the 3. Jones kicks it into the corner to Hudson. Hudson drives. Now back out to Jones. Little jump fake. Now he drives the left hand. Tries to draw the foul. Gets his own rebound off the miss. High off with the strength off the glass. And Anthony Jones on the 2 points. 100-56. Coffeyville hit the triple-digit mark with 11:21 to go. We get 11:15 now after Ottawa brings it up. Burnett wants a 3. That time, that's no good as the bounce will go up and over the backboard. So nothing short of a miracle to see Burnett miss a 3-point shot, but I'll tell you what, CCC doing a great job avoiding really anybody else knocking down those shots right now. Red Ravens will swing it around the 3-point line. Hudson to Marshall to Jones. Jones finds an open 3, and he knocks it down. The shooting clinic continues. 10:50 to go, 103-56. And here comes Ottawa JV. They'll bring it up now in transition. A left-hand dribble is Hopkins. He hands it off to Burnett. Burnett now. He's pressured. You've got to keep him with a hand in his face at least. He's knocking him down from everywhere. Now finds Brown in the near corner, and Brown gets fouled on his way to the hoop. That one coming against number 33, Jackson Miller. I believe that'll be his first personal foul and the team's 4th. So an inbound ensuing from the far side baseline here for the Braves. It has been back and forth, non-stop shooting practice here in the second half. 103-56. As I think we're going to go the full 10 minutes before we hit our media timeout, as a quick 3-point shot off the inbound there by Brown is no good. So CCC now in transition. And again, Anthony Jones untouched on his way into paint. Anthony Jones looks good tonight. He was an important bench player last year. He comes up big this year as well. And he's battling for a starting 5 position. And he wants to stay there. The passing now finds its way around the three-point line. Brown here gets the floater from about 15. Ottawa gets out with the ball. 58 to 105 to score. Finally, under 10 minutes to play, looks like we will head to our immediate timeout without taking pretty much a single stoppage throughout those first 10 minutes here in the second half. Jones now will drive. He gets fouled on his way to the basket here on this near baseline. I believe that will be the 16th foul against the Ottawa JV. Looks like we will have some fresh five legs out here for CCC. Marvin Johnson, Casey Benton, Manny Crump, Mikael Murray, and a new face out there. Going to be Kenny Stewart on there as well. So we got immediate timeout. There we are, 9:45 to go in the ball game. Coffeyville up big, 105-58, 9:45 to go. We'll take a quick 60 seconds. Back in 60 with the final 10 minutes of this ball game.
Industrial strength for your home? You can get it at 4-State Maintenance Supply in Coffeyville. The same quality products that big companies use are available for retail sale at 4-State Maintenance Supply. From cleaning chemicals to paper products, even upright vacuums. A lot better than you find at the big box stores. They can last up to 10 years or longer, and they cost a lot less than you'd think. Run your house like a business, getting more value for your money. Shop 4-State Maintenance Supply on North Klein in Coffeyville.
Helping you move forward. That's what Coffeyville Community College does. Whether you want to increase your ability to advance at work, learning to earn a 2-year, or just want to expand your horizons, Coffeyville Community College can help. And CCC is flexible, offering a traditional college setting. Fast 8-week classes or even online classes. CCC can meet your needs your way. Call CCC at 620-251-7700 or visit them online at coffeyville.edu. We are Coffeyville Community College.
Well, we're 10 minutes through the second half, and Coffeyville is still in clear control of this ballgame. 105-58 is the score. We came into tonight thinking that CCC was kind of going to run away with this basketball game, but shooting above 50% from anywhere on the floor. I'm talking from the floor, from three-point land, from the free throw line. They are shooting above 50% in all three of those categories. They look prolific from the floor. And again, if they shoot like this, I'm not sure if anybody can beat them. Anthony Jones to the free throw line, knocks down the first end of the 1-and-1. It's now, again, the 17th foul coming against Ottawa here in this second half. That moves Coffeyville into the bonus. And with that first free throw made there from Jones, moves him now to 106-58. Jones does the routine, stares down the rim and knocks it down. He will be on his way to the bench as Marvin Johnson subs back in. As if they needed their starting five back out there on the court. Red Ravens will find Marvin Johnson, Manny Crump, Mikael Murray, and Casey Benton. All four of those players in the starting five. As well as they will welcome Kenny Stewart out onto the hardwood tonight for the first couple of minutes that he's played. Wide open three here for Ottawa, though it's from deep. I'm talking 40, 45 feet. That one's no good. Now Red Ravens off the rebound have numbers, and the alley-oop is no good. Marvin Johnson inches away from slamming that one home and blowing the roof off this place officially. Ottawa now off of the miss will bring it up in transition. With the basketball is Standridge. Nice pass down low to Brown. Brown now picked up his dribble. He's in trouble in that double team. Gets it back up on top to the point guard, Hopkins. Hopkins to reset. That one's kicked around to Burnett. Burnett wants another three in the lefty. Missed his last two three-point shots after making the first about 5 or 6. I'll tell you what, he's been on fire tonight from three-point land. Misses that one. Gives it back to the Red Ravens. And the Red Ravens now are, again, looking to get some fresh legs in here on the court. Stanley out there is one of those names. Stewart made that mistake more than one time tonight. Kenny Stewart again, number 11 out there. Not a whole lot of minutes here on the 2018-2019 season, but in a game just like this where you're up by 49, you've got to start to see some of those younger guys and more inexperienced guys, more importantly. So here's the Ottawa JV Braves. They'll bring it up. They look down low to that low block. They'll pass it back up on top to Ballou. He wants a three. And that is everything. So Ballou on the air ball there will give it right back to CCC. 8:33 to go in the ball game, and Stewart will bring the basketball up here. I'll get it one day. I'll get it right one day here, Stewart. And Kenny wants a three. That's no good. Back of the iron. Offensive rebound to Murray. Murray finds Benton, and Benton knocks down the three. But Casey Benton makes that one look easy. 110-58 is our score. 17 fouls against Ottawa, 4 for Coffeyville. You've got to love to see that number as low as it has been. Driving now, brings that one inside, and Clark draws the foul. Not exactly sure who that one's going to be on, but I am sure that Clark will be heading to the free throw line for a pair of them. That one coming against Kenny Stewart. So Stewart's first team foul. And we'll be waiting now on a pair of free throws from, again, Clear Clark. Clark in that first half, he was one of their better shooters from the free throw line. In fact, his whole team shot impressively as he knocked that one down, 59-110 after the made free throw. But he went 5 of 6 in that first half. He's knocked a couple of down here in this second half. Including these two, he goes 2 of 2 from the strike. Makes it now a 50-point ball game. 110-60. CCC clearly on top of this game. Stewart now brings it up, finds Benton. Benton will gets it back over to Marvin Johnson. Johnson back to Benton. Benton finds a wide open three. And he'll get it now. Mikel Murray on the offensive rebound. Great job, and you can really tell the emphasis as well of what CCC is trying to do here. They get it to Stewart. Stewart on the floater, and a great job there by Kenny Stewart to get himself on the board. You can definitely tell Marvin Johnson, Casey Benton aren't necessarily shying away from shooting the basketball, but they would love to see what Kenny Stewart can do with the basketball. They're kind of forcing him into those offensive plays. Casey Benton now on the takeaway. They want it. There it is, the alley-oop. Casey Benton, Marvin Johnson hook up. They missed on the first attempt. They knock it down here. They make it look easy. 114-60 after the alley-oop. 7:05. You got to find some sort of entertainment when you're winning by 50. 7 minutes to go. They bring the basketball up and in. That's Clark driving. Taken away. Clark. Stewart now after Murray. Murray to Stewart. Stewart will jam it down. And I'll tell you what, the team is lit up. They want to get him the basketball. They have really tried that emphasis. Kenny Stewart gets the pass. Blows this Red Ravens bench up as if they needed that kind of energy. 116-60. This is the type of ball game you'd like to see right before they head into the top 15 national matchup next week. Under 7 minutes to go. Sanchez will bring the basketball up here. Ottawa. Now he gets it to Hopkins. Hopkins drives on that left hand, and Stewart gives up a lane, but he denies on the try. Great second chance there by Stewart. Benton now wants the dunk. He can't make the dunk. That one wraps in and out of the rim. So Johnson gets the offensive rebound. Johnson now to Stewart. Back to Johnson. Stewart up on top. Stewart now the alley-oop. Down low to Manny Crump, and Manny Crump puts it up and in. Not the alley-oop slam dunk, but the alley-oop layup finds an easy 2 points. 118-60. I'm saying that correctly. 118-60 with 6:25 to go. 60-second timeout taken by the opposing team. We'll take that full 60 seconds. Again, it is a shootout here from CCC. Full 60 seconds on the mark. Back in a minute. 118-60 up on 98.1.
A celebration is in order every time CCC comes to play. And you can trust Gillum Liquor to back it up with an endless cooler filled with your favorite pick of ice-cold beer, or choose something from the vast wine selection to help you relax and wind down after an exhilarating CCC game. Whatever your pleasure, Gillum Liquor is always in for the win. Gillum Liquor, 1713 West 8th Street in Coffeyville.
Ho, 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 it's Alamosa Amy here, letting everyone know Lay's Archery and Guns is having a closeout sale. Closeout sale on all 2017 bows with 25% off through November. Hurry before they're gone. Lay's Archery and Guns also have a great selection on Case brand knives. Case knives make the perfect stocking stuffer for any stocking you have to stuff. Don't forget, Lay's Archery and Guns will be closed Thanksgiving Day through Sunday, and we will be open again Monday. Christmas shop in the country at Lay's Archery and Guns, west of Coffeyville on County Road 1250. Lay's Archery and Guns wishes you happy holidays.
Welcome back here on 98.1 KUSN, your home for Red Raven Athletics all through the 2018-2019 season. Basketball on the ledger tonight. Coffeyville here the final 6 minutes of this ball game. They get the steal, actually. They're up big as Casey Benton takes it coast to coast, and Casey Benton slams it down as if they need to. They go up by 60 now. It is 120-60. 6 minutes to go here in this first half, or second half, rather. And Zedrick Lee will get some time in the ball game. Zed Lee out there for the first time tonight. Wide open lane on that far end is missed by Ottawa, so another missed basket gives it right back up to CCC. Kenny Stewart, who they've emphasized getting the basketball in these last couple of minutes. Gets it over to Benton. Benton now will set up the offense. Now back over to Stewart. Stewart wants a three. Knocks it down. Kenny Stewart from downtown makes it 123-60 with 5:30 to go. And the shootout continues here from Jay Herkelman Court. I'll tell you what, they have come to play. They've come to shoot more or less. If Sanchez wants the three himself, no, they're going to say it's a deep two. Two from with his foot on the three-point line, though, so J.D. Sanchez will take it. 2 points on the board there for Ottawa. Now 62 for the opposing Braves. Zed Lee brings the basketball up here for the Red Ravens. He kicks it out of the far corner to Benton. Benton drives. Kicks it out, finds Stewart. Stewart wants another three. That's no good. And Zed Lee and Manny Crump kind of battled for the rebound there. They're on the same team. Tipped it off each other. That goes out of bounds. Either way, Ottawa will get the basketball right back. So Manny Crump, Casey Benton on their way to the bench. Juan Marshall makes his way back out there, as well as A.J. Webster getting some more time out on the hardwood. Now under 5 minutes to go. This game is it's all but over. I'll tell you, I usually say we've seen crazier things in sports than Zed Lee calls for the contact foul. And I usually say we've seen crazier things in sports. This would be the craziest if Ottawa was able to make this comeback here. 123-62. It's all but over here. It's just about managing the ball game. Can you finish it out strong? Can you play smart with that clock? Come down and waste that full 30 seconds off the shot clock and just get yourself out of this unscathed. With that, I mean injuries. A very physical game out there, and even in the last 5 minutes up by 40, you can still injure yourself. And maybe a very important key player. That's not what you want to have. As the drive down low finds the 2 points, and a man heading to the free throw line as Hopkins gets fouled by Stewart. Keon Queen will be heading to the free throw line. To the substitution line. So Keon Queen makes his way in for Mikal Murray. That's the second one against Kenny Stewart. And Kenny Stewart with his second team foul. That is second personal foul. It's the 17th foul, rather. That will send Hopkins to the free throw line for a shot for a three-point play, and he knocks it down. Makes it look easy. On a very difficult layup as well. So he makes that one a 65-123 ball game. So the Red Ravens now will bring it up. They're moving from right to left. They're all white home uniforms, and they are rolling tonight. They have come to shoot the basketball as Juan Marshall gets it. Now finds Stewart again. Kenny Stewart wants another three. That's no good off the side of the iron, though he hustles his way to an offensive rebound. Back to Keon Queen, and Queen makes his way to the low block for the slam. Keon Queen makes it 125-65. Brown, now to Burnett. Burnett wants a three. He had some separation, but he does not knock down the open shot. CCC's Webster comes away with a rebound. 3:45 to go in the ball game. Zed Lee now with it. Lee kicks it out to Stewart. Stewart in that far corner, back over to Lee as they wrap it around. Lee wants a three, no good. Offensive rebound from Keon Queen. Queen now to Stewart as he drives to the low block, and Kenny Stewart add another 2 points for him. 127-65 with 3:25 to go in the ball game. J.D. Sanchez comes on up for Ottawa. Now hands it off to his point guard, Hopkins. Great play by Stewart, and he gets the takeaway. Disrupts the pass. The takeaway lands in Juan Marshall's hands. He brings it up, kicks it out to Lee. Lee back to Stewart very unselfishly. That one's no good, but Webster on the offensive rebound. Knocks it down, and a timeout, I believe. Not exactly sure what the whistle was blown for, but they'll have the players stay on out there on the court. Really just trying to get this ball game to its finishing moments there. But again, a very unselfish play by Zed Lee. Zed Lee, one of the only players out there on the court right now that has not found himself 2 points. He certainly could have taken that three. Instead, hands it off to Kenny Stewart. Stewart on the miss. Webster on the make on the second chance try. With that basket, it's 129-65. Zed Lee almost gets the steal, but he leaves the man wide open after he gives that up. Brown on the make and the foul. So he'll be heading to the free throw line for one extra basket. 67 after the two shots there. Contact to the head there made by Zed Lee. Excuse me, that one coming against Webster. So Webster's second personal foul. 8th team foul against Coffeyville. This would be a 1-and-1, though the made basket will result in just one shot. Looking for a three-point play. Looking for 68 points for Ottawa JV. That is no good on the miss. Keon Queen gets the rebound, and he hands it off to Marshall. So Marshall will slowly bring the basketball up. The right to left-hand dribble. Up over center. Kicks it left to Stewart. Now back up on top to Marshall. Now to Stewart, back to Marshall up on top. Nice pass down low to Webster. Webster gets it out to Lee. Lee wants a three, no good. And you can tell they're trying to get him on the score sheet. And that pass down low to Webster goes wide and out of bounds. Kenny Stewart looking for his big man. That one is no good. You can tell they're trying to get everybody on the score sheet tonight. Zed Lee is that one that they're looking for. 129-67. 2:15 to go. Sanchez has the basketball here for the Braves. He drives now with the right hand. Muscles his way into the paint. That's no good, and off the miss, Queen with another defensive rebound. Queen off the miss, hands it to Marshall. Now 120 seconds to go in the game. Down low, looking for the alley-oop to Keon Queen, and that one's no good. Keon Queen, Quan Marshall not on the same page. And then gives it right back up to Ottawa. Keon Queen came down. He's going to be called, I believe, for the goaltending, but that was an impressive swat. They are going to say that it was goaltending. I didn't see the basketball on its way down. Keon Queen just put that one into the to the second row. Great denial, but he's called for the goalkeeper. So now they'll swing it around the three-point line again, emphasizing getting it to Lee. Lee wants the three, and he knocks it down. Zed Lee gets the points. That's the man they were looking to get it to. They're up 132-69 with 1:24 to go in the ball game. Burnett wants the three on the other end. For Ottawa, no good. Zed Lee gets that rebound. Lee now up to Marshall. Marshall with the left hand. Gets it down low to Webster. Webster back out to Lee. He wants another one. No good off the side of the iron, though. Keon Queen on the offensive rebound. Up and in. Easy points off the low block. 60 seconds to go. And wowza. Didn't think we'd ever get to this point in the game. And that basketball thrown up. No good on the miss there. Everybody missed it. Two defenders, and the player missed the basket. So CCC on the miss now. We'll get it right back. Quan Marshall, they'll swing it around. Marshall now to Webster. Webster, pull-up jumper from 25 feet with a hand in his face. A.J. Webster makes it 136-69. With the basketball here, Standridge. He drives, right hand, baseline. That one goes out of his hands, out of bounds. And now there's just a 2-second separation from the game clock, from the shot clock. 29 on the shot clock, 30 on the game clock about. Quan Marshall will inch his way up over half, brings it up now over half, just standing at center circle. He'll just wait out this clock. Again, about a second and a half, maybe 2-second separation between those two clocks. Quan Marshall dribbles it up here from half, looking at his coach for maybe some direction what to do with these final moments. They get it to Lee. Lee wants a three, and he knocks it down. Cedric Lee makes it 139-69. Now under 5 on the clock, and that will do it. Coffeyville wins big tonight. 139-69 is your final. We'll take a 2-minute break. When we're back after 2 minutes, we'll sit down with Coach Jay Herkelman on a big win tonight, as well as a big game next week. So Coffeyville on the win, 139-69 tonight. Take a quick 2-minute break. Back after these 2 minutes as we talk with head coach Jay Herkelman here on 98.1 KUSN. Red Ravens win big, 139-69. Back in 2 minutes.
Hey, Raven fans, coming into town for a game? Make it a great weekend. Reserve your room at Coffeyville Sleep-In and Suites, Coffeyville's premier home away from home. Enjoy plush, clean accommodations, a free continental breakfast, indoor pool, Wi-Fi, and superior staff and services. Ask about special AARP and military discounts. Coffeyville Sleep-In and Suites, a proud supporter of the Red Ravens.
Keep it simple with great food at great prices. That's what you'll find at Simple Simon's Pizza in Coffeyville. Oh, yes, you'll find great pizza and a whole lot more, like calzones, wings, breadsticks, and sandwiches. Stop in today for a Coffeyville favorite, the Simple Simon's Lunch Buffet. Simple Simon's makes it easy for you to dine in, carry out, or delivery. Simple Simon's Pizza, 807 West 11th in Coffeyville. Simple Simon's, simply delicious. A celebration is in order every time CCC comes to play, and you can trust Gillum Liquor to back it up with an endless cooler filled with your favorite pick of ice-cold beer, or choose something from the vast wine selection to help you relax and wind down after an exhilarating CCC game. Whatever your pleasure, Gillum Liquor is always in for the win. Gillum Liquor, 1713 West 8th Street in Coffeyville.
Now stay tuned for the Red Raven postgame show, brought to you by Four State Maintenance Supply, the David W. Barnes Funeral Home, Coffeyville Sleep-Ins and Suites, Acme Foundry, Windsor Place, Community State Bank, Gillum Retail Liquor, Coffeyville Community College, and Lay's Archery and Guns. Now back to the stadium for the Red Ravens postgame show.
And we are back here on J. Herkelman Court at Nellis Hall. I'm Sam Speck. Happy to have you with us here on 98.1 KUSN as we wrap up a blowout. No way to say it any lighter than that. CCC wins this one 139-69 here tonight again on the home court here at J. Herkelman Court. Jay Herkelman, the head coach for the CCC Red Ravens. He directed a good one, I'll tell you what. Again, Ottawa JV, a team that on paper they were certainly ready and geared to kind of just blow by. And they did that tonight. Again, Coach Herkelman had his guys geared up for this type of situation. They basically played with the gas pedal all the way down as much as they could play with throughout the majority of this ball game. So again, Coach Herkelman kind of just had the offense on all cylinders, and they responded well throughout the majority of the ball game. In that first half, they finished shooting 56% from the floor, 52 from three, and 66% from the free throw line. And believe it or not, those numbers really either stayed the same or improved upon. And from the game, they shot 59% from the floor. They shot an impressive 45% from the three-point land after taking 46 shots from three. They knocked down 21 of those 46 shots, and then they went 10 of 14 from the free throw line. So again, they need to bump those numbers up maybe a little bit, especially against a big team next week in Hutchinson, as those foul numbers, they need to maybe get to the free throw line a couple of other times. Speaking of foul numbers, that was something they did great upon. In last game against Missouri State Western Plains, they had about 27 personal fouls for their team throughout that entire ball game. This one, they finished up with 17 personal fouls, and the majority of them coming in the latter parts of that game as well. So it wasn't until late that they really started to rack up the foul numbers, but they put up a whole bunch of points in terms of points, including, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys in double digits tonight. Of course, you had Casey Benton, Marvin Johnson, Tony Hudson, Quan Marshall, and Anthony Jones all in double digits. And then you look down at Manny Crump as well. He had 15, and then A.J. Webster. He had 10 points tonight. So you had a couple of players step up that you're not normally used to stepping up in those types of scenarios. One of those big men as well. I'll tell you what, they did a great job. Anthony Jones tonight, he shot almost perfect from the floor, 5 of 6 shooting from the field goal, 3 of 7 from three-point land. So he definitely tried to get up those numbers from the three-point land. But 21 points, he is your leading scorer on the night. 21 points, he finishes with 2 rebounds. And 3 assists out there for Jones as well. He did turn the ball over just one time. That was another number that they kept to a limited. Only 7 turnovers was CCC given up tonight. They forced 23 against them. So it looks like we're going to miss Coach Herkelman tonight. They get the win big. 139-69 is your scores. Again, they wrap it up. They looked good tonight. They looked just dominating. They're going to need it again for next week against Hutchinson. That will be our next game. We kind of take a break here, so hopefully the guys will have a good holiday break. But we will come back on the 28th of November and play Hutchinson Community College right back here at home at J. Herkelman Court, right back here on 98.1 KUSN. So for CCC Television and our partnership with them, as well as Sam Reed back at the studios, I'm Sam Speck here at J. Herkelman Court at Nellis Hall, saying so long. Again, we'll be back next week. Have a great holiday season, and go Red Ravens. Big win tonight, 139-69. Back to the studios on 98.1.
You've been listening to Coffeyville Community College